Hello everyone, welcome to Parade of Paws. I'm Officer Thomas Anderson of the Casa Grande Police Department. Today we have with us Supervisor Linda Garcia of the Casa Grande Animal Care and Adoption Center. And Linda, tell us a little bit about what you do here and a little bit about yourself, please.
Thomas, I've been employed with the city for 17 years this October. 5 years prior to that I volunteered. My main job is to see the day-to-day operations of the Animal Control Department, which consists of making sure the animals are being taken care of, that we patrol the streets for strays and help the humans and animals live in harmony so that each one is protected, the humans from aggressive animals and the animals from abuse or neglect.
Great. Well, today we have a few cats to take a look at. That every show we preview some cats and some dogs for adoption. A few cats to start off with, then we'll move into quite a few dogs, correct?
Sounds good. We're going to start off with our first kitty. This is Bullseye. This is Bullseye. He is a domestic long hair. He's male neutered, so he's all ready to go home to his new family. He is black, gray, kind of like a tabby, very friendly. If you could hear him right now, you'd hear his motorboat running because he's just a very affectionate, very loving cat who just needs a new home. And if someone is interested in adopting him, they just need to call and come down, take a look at him and many other ones that we have. Bullseye, as you can see, is a little longer hair than most, very friendly, very personable, just wants to be loved and just looking for that forever home.
All right. And our next cat is?
This one is Julius.
Julius
is a talker. Julius is a talker, as you can see. He's a domestic short hair. He's male neutered. He's about 3 years old. He's great with kids. He loves small dogs. He will tell you things when he's being patted. As you can see, he's shedding right now because he's nervous. But he's a little more than your average sized cat. He's a little bigger, but very vocal. Will definitely keep you entertained if you're looking for a cat like Julius. Whoop, there you go, Julius. Again, like I said, he's male neutered, looking for his forever home. So if you like a cat that talks, this is the cat for you. And he just said, pick me. Say bye-bye, Julius. There you go. Our third cat is Rio. Rio, well, what can we say about Rio?
Rio's not small.
Not at all. This is Rio. Rio is a domestic long hair. He's black and white. He's male neutered. He is about 3 years old, and Rio just likes to lay around. He's like a big couch potato. He kind of reminds you of those little kids as pillow pets, and this is like a live pillow pet. He's super friendly. He's been with us a while. A lot of people look at him, but they think he's too big. It's just more to love. That's all it is. Rio's a great cat. Needs a little bit more attention than normal, needs some brushing. If you don't mind brushing him out, he loves to be brushed and wants to be adopted.
And long hairs are a little deceptive anyways, right? I mean, he's not as big as he looks.
No, he's more fluff than stuff, but he's got a little bit of stuff in there too. So, but most of the time they are more fluff than stuff. And Rio's kind of like half and half. Like I said, he is the longer hair. Once he gets brushed out, he's a pretty good sized cat. This is Rio.
We have one more cat.
Mm-hmm. The last kitty is a much smaller version. This is Violet. Now this is a whole lot smaller than what you've seen. We've got a lot of cats this age in our shelter right now. She is a lilac point female. She's about 4 months old. There's numerous kittens about her age, males and females in the shelter now that need good homes. She's just one of many that are in here. Lilac point means they've got the gray tips. She's Siamese, short hair. You don't have all that brushing. She's still what we call a kitten. She's at that playful stage, ready to wander through someone's new home and be their pet forever. This is Violet. And I believe Violet has, yep, the pretty blue eyes to go along with it.
All right, that's all of our cats. And as we transition to our dogs, can you tell us just a little bit about the weather? I mean, we're in the middle of the summer still, basically. The weather and pet protection.
the heat is here, the monsoons are here. There's so many things you can help to make your animal more comfortable. A play pool, one of the kids' play pools, really help the dogs out in the summer. If they tip their water, they have that to play in and get cooled down in. The monsoons with the dust and the dirt, you might have to change the pool a little more often because of the dirt, but that pool could actually save his life if the water gets tipped over and he has nothing to cool down in. As simple as a 4x8 sheet of plywood placed against the house or bolted where the dog can get behind, or a very large dog house so they can get in when the monsoons hit. Dogs get scared just like human beings with the thunder and lightning, and if he has a place to go, it's less likely for him to try to jump over the wall or try to escape from your yard. So those simple little things can make it a lot easier. Or bring the dog into the garage when this hits, this monsoon, so that they can be calm, have a blanket, a fan on there, and they'll be fine. Lots of water. We push water all the time. You can never have too much water for your animals, not in this heat and not being here in Arizona.
And you've mentioned to me before that a dog house is not enough in this heat. Is that correct, that there should be some shelter over that?
Absolutely. You know, if you just have a dog house and it's just enough to fit the dog, it's kind of like putting them in a microwave. You're just cooking. They're just way too hot. The dog house needs to be there for things like rain, when we do get it, when we're fortunate enough, monsoons, when the dirt is blowing. But the dog house in the summertime is like an oven. It needs to have shade, like an awning attached to it. Tarps are very good, sheets of plywood. We're trying to show people that a quick and easy, inexpensive way how to provide shade for their animals. The netting that you can use, the screening, it's not that expensive. Tarps hanging over the sides, and I have a lady that put one on the side of her house and angled it to the ground, and the dog has shade all day long, plus his dog house there.
Well, great. Speaking of dogs, are we ready to start looking at some dogs?
We are ready for the dogs.
All right.
Our first dog is Kong. And Kong gets his name because Kong is very vocal. He is a lab mix. He is a puppy 100%. He likes to talk and he likes to play. He will chase you down the corridor and stop and turn around. He is a great kid dog, but he is so much full of energy, you've got to be prepared. It's like having a 2-year-old at home. And as you can see, he's starting to get real excited now because he's looking to play. If I were to put him down, he'd be gone. Wonderful dog, great time to start this age, training him along with growing up with the family. There he goes. You going to say something? Yes, this is Kong.
How big do you think Kong will get?
With his paws and everything, he's probably going to be at least 50 to 60 pounds minimum. It's probably his age. Right now, he's only 9 weeks old, and as you can see, he's still got the puppy stage in him, and he's ready to go. So if you're interested in Kong, this is the puppy. Be prepared. Lots of energy, probably more than most people have. There's his talking. That's Kong.
All right.
And the next dog we have is, this is Prince Charming. So if Cinderella's out there and she's looking for her Prince Charming, here he is. He is a male neutered. He is like a poodle mix. He's very timid, very quiet. He's not a noisy dog. I think he would make a wonderful pet for maybe a single couple, older, or somebody that lives in like a trailer park or someplace in an apartment. There won't be any issues of like noise, and he's small. Very friendly, as you can see. He's very shy, but once he gets to know you, he's just a sweetheart. He is already neutered. He is about a year and a half old, and he's ready to go home to his new owner. If someone's looking for Prince Charming, just ask for your Cinderella, Prince Charming, and hopefully she'll come and adopt you. Okay? Next dog.
Flynn.
What? Flynn. This is Flynn. It's a terrier mix. She's a female. She's only 6 months old. Super affectionate. A little shy at first. She's tri-colored, as you can see. She's got the tan, the white, and the black in her, but pretty mellow. And I'm going to turn you that way so everybody can see how cute you are. And she's very good with kids. She's playful. Just a good little dog. Not going to be very big at all. So if someone's looking for like a small to medium-sized dog, Flynn would be the dog for them. This dog's a little bigger. This one here is Winston. Winston's a hound cross, hound lab mix, chocolate and white. He's a male. He's about 2.5 years old. He's housebroken, so that problem's already out of the way. Someone will be all set to go. He wants to be with people. So if you want to adopt Winston and not have him around the family, he's not the dog for you. He's going to want to be part of the family. He's a people person. He loves the attention, he loves the affection, and definitely wants to be an intricate part of your family. So if you were interested in Winston, we have not heard him howl like a normal hound. He barks once in a while, but we don't have that baying like most hounds do. As you can see, he's very quiet, very obedient, just a sweet dog all around. That is Winston. This is Destiny. Destiny has a pretty sad story. Destiny is about 4 years old. She's a female spayed. She was an owner turnover. What happened is her family was living in this apartment complex and it was sold out and they changed the rules and they weren't able to keep her. Their family was heartbroken, and when they turned her in to us, I told her that we would do everything possible to get her a new home. She's a little shy at first, but outside of that, she loves everybody. She loves to be held. She's just a real snuggler, very sweet little girl. And the owner never would have parted with her except for the fact that management changed and they had no choice either to lose their home or to turn the dog over. And they were unable to find a place to move to. They tried to take her with her, but they couldn't. Whoop. What's that? Yeah, this is Destiny. So anybody out there that's looking for a sweet little dog that just needs a second chance, Destiny will be the dog for you. Okay? Thank you. This is Daisy. Daisy got her name because we got her out at the daisy plant that is out there off of, I believe, Ash and Thornton. Took us a while to catch her. She was hanging there and she wouldn't come to anybody. And after some snacks and some treats and taking our time and gaining her trust, we were able to catch Daisy. Daisy's a female. We got her about 2 years old. She is very loving. She was a runner. She was out in the streets. She's now calmed down and enjoys being with us. She just needs to find someone that will adopt her and make them their forever pet, and she can go home with their new family and live a great life and not have to run the streets anymore. This is Daisy. She is a Chihuahua mix, and she's tan, and she's got a little bit of white on her, and she's really a sweet dog. After we finally caught her, she turned out to be such a sweetheart. She was just very scared out in the streets. Okay, this one's Phoebe. Oh, goodness, come on up here, Phoebe. There we go. Phoebe is a terrier mix. She's got kind of medium to long hair. She's about 4 months old. She's very sweet. She's very excitable. She is just full of energy, loves to play. I think there could be actually a little bit of maybe Shih Tzu or Lhasa in there. It's hard to tell sometimes when they come in, but very sweet, very affectionate, loves to play. It's a little girl, and she's looking for her new home also. There you go. She's going to get a little bigger, not much, but she's probably going to get just a little taller and a little bit more weight. That's why I keep thinking there might be a little bit of Lhasa in her, because Lhasas are just a little bigger than the terriers, depending on. Very sweet dog. Very sweet. All right.
So if we could for a moment, let me ask you about people that are adopting a pet and they've already made the adoption. What should they be prepared to bring with them to the adoption center, or to the animal care and adoption center here before they pick up their pet?
When they come to pick up the dog? Okay, we provide a leash always with them, but if they would like, the best thing to do is to have everything prepared at home, such as food, water dish, food bowl, Collar, leash. If they're not sure exactly, they can take them to the store. Most of the stores now are real good about letting the animal in so they can be fitted for it. Some chew toys, some treats, their own place, a crate. We recommend crates highly for their part, where they get to go, and when things are just too chaotic for them, they have a place to go and get peaceful and quiet. Also maybe a blanket to lay on, or a bed, something for them, so that they're not laying on the couch or whatever if you don't like that.
And you've mentioned before that this adds into the thought that adopting a pet shouldn't be an impulse decision. You should really do some research, prepare your family, prepare your home, correct?
Absolutely. Most people, they'll come in and they'll just, because they'll see a breed, because they've seen it on TV, and they'll go, oh, I want that dog, and they don't understand what's involved with having that breed. Every time we notice when movies are made, like Chihuahua movies or Dalmatian movies, everybody goes out and wants to get that breed, and without knowing what they're getting into, can cause a problem, because it may not fit with your lifestyle, whether you're in an apartment or whether you have kids. Each breed does not always work with the family atmosphere. So do your research. Get online, read about the breed, what it needs, if it needs to have a lot of attention, if it needs to work, if it's a working dog, or if it wants to go out for a run. And if you're the couch potato and the dog wants to have energy and run, there's going to be problems with you adopting that type of dog. We will help you as best we can, trying to match you up, giving you advice on what we see here, whether it's hyper or whether it's really laid back, and what they're looking for. So if you really want to be a responsible pet owner, don't do the impulse and just pick out an animal. Think it through, talk it over with the family. This is an addition for life. This is what we're hoping will happen when they make that adoption.
That's great advice. Are we ready for our next
We are.
dog? Yes.
This is a big one here. This is Pipsqueak. Can anybody guess why Pipsqueak's got his name? Pipsqueak is 3.5 months old. He is not going to be much bigger than that. He is a Chihuahua, and he is black and tan and a little white. He's got ears that I think if he ran fast enough, he could take off and fly, because they're so big. He is super friendly and just the happiest little dog. We call him pocket dogs, because he's so little he could probably fit in your pocket. He's got a little bit of like terrier going on around the face with a little bit of hair, but Pipsqueak is the sweetest little dog ever. He's a little girl. I'm sorry, I thought you were a little boy. She's a little girl, and she is just the friendliest little thing you're ever going to have. I don't think she would be good around little kids, only because they're going to think it's a toy, and it's not a toy, and it could get hurt. Older kids be great, or a nice couple, very little. We're talking 2 pounds, maybe 2.5, but definitely all dog. That's Pipsqueak. Okay, we got a pair. This is for Jole. This is Toro. These are two of our Chihuahua puppies. They're 11 weeks old. They came in, they had 3. We've already adopted 1. They won't be very big. They're small little Chihuahua puppies. They were found in the desert in a den. The mother had dug a hole into a berm and had the puppies in this den. We were fortunate enough to get them before it was too late. They were extremely overheated when we got them, and with the care from my staff, they pulled them through. And this is for Jole and Toro. He's the tough guy of the bunch, that's why. He thinks he's all tough and protects his little sister and his little brother, and the sister's already adopted, but these 2 brothers are still here looking for forever homes. Toro and for Jole. So if you're looking for 2 little teeny Chihuahuas, we've got them for you. Okay, and this one here is Dixie. Dixie is a golden retriever. She is red, she's female. She's about 4 years old. She is a little shy at first, and then as soon as she gets to know you, she is your best friend. Golden retrievers make great pets. They make great dogs for, with children. She's a little rambunctious right now because she's excited and being out of the cage. She's housebroken and just loves other pets and loves to be petted and play, and as you can see, that's what she's doing right now. But she's a golden retriever, 4 years old. This one's Dixie. She's ready for her new home. And I think we have one more dog. Who's this? Courtney. The last but not least is Courtney. Courtney's a terrier mix. She's black and brown. She's female. She's about 10 months old. She's a little shy. She's got those cute little bug eyes. She's very laid back, not very energetic. She doesn't bounce around. She's not a barker. She's very sweet. She really, really is kind of like a dog for maybe a nice older couple, because she is very laid back. She'd still be great with kids and everything else, but she's just one of the type of dogs that just very low maintenance on her. She just, nothing's a big deal to her. She's just looking around and checking things out. Nothing excites her. She doesn't get all upset. And she's been with us for a little while. She's a sweet little girl and just needs a new home. She came in with a buddy, and the other one's already got adopted. Now she's waiting for her turn. This is Courtney, terrier mix, 10 months old.
Well, that covers showcasing our cats and dogs today. Some great options out there, right?
Yep.
Lots of great options of cats and dogs. But before we cover our upcoming events and some other topics you may want to discuss, can you tell us, where do people go if they want to come check out one of these cats and dogs? And additionally, what is the process for adoption?
Okay, there's a few things you can do. You can call the city of Casa Grande at 520-426-9300. That is the number for the Animal Care and Adoption Center. You can call there and set up an appointment, and they will call you back and you can come down and take a look at the animals. You can go on our website, which is www.casagrandeaz.gov, and then go under Animal Care and Control, and you can look at the animals on the website. You can also go to Pet Finder, which we place them on there also, and you can look at them there. We don't showcase all of them. There's not enough room. We also, every other Saturday, have one in the paper, so you can look at those. And on Cox Cable Channel 11, you can look at some of the animals to adopt.
All right, so can you tell us a little bit about how a citizen can become more involved in the Animal Care and Adoption Center, or what can they do to assist you?
There's lots of things, and a lot of people, I don't think, realize some of the simplest things can make a difference. Old towels, donations of food. One of the easiest and one way that helps us a great deal, if we're fortunate enough, is this website right here. It's called, excuse me, it's the Pet Friendly License Plate. What you can do is purchase a license plate for $25. $17 of that goes towards a fund in which animal shelters through Arizona put in for a grant, and we were fortunate enough to get the grant the past 2 years, which we were able to spay and neuter over 300 animals free of charge to the pet owner. That plate is adorable. You get to have that plate. Like I said, it's $25 a year. $17 of it goes towards this fund, and again, I'm hoping we're going to be chosen as one of the people that get the grant so that we can help the citizens of Casa Grande to help spay and neuter some of their pets. It's a wonderful cause. It's something simple, something you get to enjoy and have on your vehicle, representing that how much you care about pets. Other things is donations. Cash always helps. Towels, blankets, bedding, toys, anything like that. They want to volunteer. All those things are stuff that can help the animals here.
So I'm sure you have some upcoming events here at the Animal Care and Adoption Center. Can you tell us about those?
We do. We have a couple right now. On September 28th, Pinal County Animal Control was kind enough to invite us out there. That is World Rabies Day, in which we will be giving free rabies vaccines with the purchase of a license, which means if you come out there and you're a county resident, you will buy a county license and you will get a free rabies shot. My staff will be out there from 8 a.m. till 12 only, selling city licenses. So if you are a city resident and you go out to Pinal County at 11 Mile Corner on Saturday, September the 28th, from 8 to 12, and you buy a city license for your dog or cat, you will get a free rabies vaccine. That's roughly a savings of anywhere between $30 to $48, depending on where you go. So that's a really great opportunity to get your animal license and get a free shot at the same time.
So I believe there's at least one more event, right? There's lots of events throughout the city. Do you have another event for us?
Yes, we do. There is a lot. We're just going to cover 2 this time. October 4th is Silent Witness Anti-Crime Night, and it will be at Carl McNatt Park. It's from 6 to 9, I believe. We will have a booth there with animals up for adoption, and my staff will be there to answer questions and try to help you if you're having issues with your dog. We'll have free little giveaways, but not just that. We're going to have a special event there that night also. Gator, our therapy dog, he will be performing agility class there, where he is going to show everybody how he obeys his owner and runs through tunnels and jumps over hoops and does the seesaw. Gator is our therapy crisis dog. He has passed all his tests, has his certification. Gator is a chocolate lab that belongs to one of my staff, and he will be there also to help people to understand things like what your dog can do, how he can obey and learn to be as obedient as Gator is, and what a therapy dog does for people so that they understand how to act around a therapy dog.
Well, thank you very much for the upcoming events, Linda. As you've probably seen on previous episodes, we have lots of cats and dogs that we like to showcase for adoption. You've probably also noticed that we don't usually have the same cats and dogs on every show, and that speaks to the success of this program. And we really appreciate your interest and your involvement in our programs. We encourage you to learn more about the Casa Grande Animal Care and Adoption Center by visiting the city website at www.casagrandeaz.us. We also ask you to check out petfinder.com. Of course, you can check us out on Channel 11 and the Facebook pages of the Police Department and the City of Casa Grande. Thank you for watching our showcase of cats and dogs this episode, and we'll see you next time on Parade of Paws. Goodbye.